that I have here. Oh, yeah, so before I do anything, I wanted to talk about this. So, as you all know, Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 267 came out earlier today, and the big plot twist is that Nobara came back, and so the last time we saw her um, was like in like flashbacks, but like actually we saw her in Shibuya, where she presumably had died, um, and Gege has like left like hints that she could partially survive, but he was kind of like holding off on it, and maybe this entire time he was thinking about whether she should live or not. And I'm glad that he decided to bring her back because she's one of my favorite female characters, like of all time in like manga and anime. So I'm super glad she's back. I know I've seen a lot of people that were upset saying that this was like like he pulled out his ass, like this is like the worst plot twist ever. But honestly, I don't think I don't see like any reason why this would be like terrible. Um, like for one, she's been gone for like a long time. There's like tons of reasons why she hasn't been like appearing right now. So if you don't know, in Shibuya, um, when she got headshotted, when she got headshotted, let me switch that so you will be graphic. When she got headshotted, she was basically there was a sorcerer who has the ability to like basically pause the damage done to somebody, and she said she had like a very low chance of like surviving or making out of it. It's not completely zero, but she has a very slim chance of like surviving, which is perfect, and you just took that. Um, and then the next mention we get of Nobara is um, when Megami meets up with Yuji and he asks her how's he doing, and then Megami just making that face, um, and it just seems like she's not in a good condition or she's dead, and we just take Yuji's face to say that she's like dead. Um, But I mean, for me personally, Nobara fans such as myself, we didn't really think she was dead at that point because she still could survive. If you don't see like confirmation where they said she's not dead, um, then like she's not dead. And then the next mention of her was with like Hana. I don't think that Yuji really liked Hana at first, um, because he felt that she was going to like replace her with Nobara, and he didn't want that. And I think he kind of just like accepted the fact that she might be dead. And then the last mention of her that we got was in chapter 266, called That Day, where like Yuji was talking about how he like his feelings about life in general, the value of life, and how he hates it's like people is not tools, and hates people that throw the value of people's lives away. um but yeah, those are all the times that Nobara has like been mentioned, and we really didn't really get like a concrete confirmation from like Gege. Like the closest to it is like in the not the last chapter, but the chapter before when Yuji was talking to Huna, or like it seemed like she was dead because Gege was showing like everybody that has like passed away that would meant something to Yuji. So it's like Junpei, Yuji's grandpa, uh, Chozo, and who what you call it Gojo, and Nobara was there too. So everybody thought, oh my gosh, she's dead. Even I thought she was dead. But then in the last chapter, the chapter before this one, 266, at the end, Gege showed Sukuna's finger being suspended in the air, and so that's just go the Nobara fans basically is like, oh my god, she's back. This resonance. This is the only reason it could mean, and it turns out that's actually what's gonna happen. And honestly, it's just, I mean, it honestly makes sense to me because I'm so the purpose of like Yuji, because like I think for me, like why I'm not as like so. like, well, I'm surprised by it. I'm happy and stuff like that. But why I'm not upset about it is because Yuji is meant to be. This is like, so the entire Shinjuku showdown. One of the when they was preparing for the fight against Sukuna in case Gojo lost. Uh, One of the things that they've been tiptoeing around is the fact that Yuji and Sukuna has a connection with each other, and this connection allows, or basically, Yuji might accidentally like tip some information over to Sukuna, for like Sukuna to use, and which honestly is probably why when Higuruma and Yuji fought against Sukuna and Sukuna like escaped like the domain, he had that curse tool. That's probably what happened. Sukuna knew about it beforehand and used a curse tool to get out of it, and Higuruma didn't like think about that. But yeah, this entire time they've been tiptoeing around but not telling Yuji. And Yuji, being the main character, he is supposed to be, our eyes into our window into the world of JJK. And so, if he's feeling a certain way about something, or if he reacts to a certain thing that happens, like we're supposed to have that same feeling. So, and I feel like Gege has done like a really great job with like making us feel like a certain way. It's like when Nanami died, and when we thought Nobara died, but we felt like sad, and we also felt pissed off at like Mahito for like causing pain to like Yuji. And yeah, it's just I just feel like it makes sense that you know, like we wouldn't know about Nobara being back, and it makes sense that Yuji wouldn't know either because he thought she was dead, but in fact she wasn't. And she was still recovering from that wound from the Shibuya, and like that sorcerer said that it's a very slight chance that she'd come back, and it's only been like 30 minutes since she woke up before then. Like it's, but yeah, I'm glad Nobara's back. I really feel I'm super happy about it because for one, the Yuji, this entire series he has struggled because of characters such as Nanami. No, not Nanami. I'm sorry, not Nanami. He's struggled because of Mahito and Sukuna and Kenjaku, characters who have like constantly tried um, to like take away what he wants to do, like what like his peace and his happiness. Like yes, they made him stronger because of it, but they've caused so much like pain and heartache for him, and not even just for him, Yuji, just for other people. And Yuji like hates that, and like he says, he values the lives of people, and he wants people to be able to like experience their lives and value their lives. So yeah, and I'm just so happy that after all the struggling Yuji has gone through, like having his best friend, almost dying, supposedly almost dying by Mahito, his other best friend, getting his body snatched away, his mentor like dying, like seeing so many of his comrades like going away, like Higuruma. I think I'm happy to see that there's there's like a sliver lining, there's a light at the end of the tunnel for Yuji, because he gets like his friends back. Like he's gonna be there. He's gonna be like the next sorcerer, like the next big sorcerer, and he'll get to live like a peaceful life. He'll still be like a sorcerer fighting like sources. I mean, curses, but yeah. I mean, we don't know. There's like 3 more chapters, so we're gonna see. But that's my thoughts on the whole Nobara coming back thing. I think it's a pretty dope idea. I think Gege is like an amazing writer. Like he's been like setting stuff up, and honestly, this is not like the first time a manga artist has like changed things on a whim. Like or Naruto, I know Kishimoto. The direction that he went with Shippuden is definitely not what he wanted to. I think on record he has gone to say that he did not want to go that route. Like the Akatsuki was going to be like some monsters. I mean, they technically are, but they're more human-like now. But that's my thought on Nobara. But yeah. So that is.